Let's now go to integumentary disorders. Let's discuss physical examination. Equipment needed: gloves, ruler, magnifying glass, and a good lighting source. Components of the physical examination. Inspection. It is important to be specific and descriptive about all skin findings. Recognition of primary and secondary skin lesions is the basis of the skin evaluation. Assessment begins with the identification of the basic skin lesion. Primary, including description of size, shape, configuration, color, texture, evaluation, elevation, depression, and pedunculation. Secondary lesions may be superimposed on the primary lesion, obscuring its identification, or may exist in the absence of the primary lesion. A systemic approach describing localized and generalized skin findings by morphology, arrangement, and distribution of specific skin findings increases the likelihood of arriving at an accurate diagnosis. Visual examination should take place in a well-lit room, allowing an appreciation of distribution and regional characteristics of lesion. Distinguishing features of primary lesions examined with hand magnification when needed are often sufficient to establish a diagnosis. Diastrophy, or the use of compression, usually accomplished with a microscope slide, interrupts arteriole distension and can be helpful in identifying lesions of vascular origin. In areas of widespread discoloration caused by superficial engorged capillaries, application of diastrophy forces blood out of surface vessels so that other colors in the skin are less visually obscured. Action. Begin with a general inspection of the overall skin. Observe general color. Rationale. Overall skin color should be consistent throughout the and usually reflects the patient's genetic background. Patients with dark skin tones may have lighter skin tone on their palms and soles of their feet. Abnormal findings include regions of color change, such as pallor, cyanosis, erythema, and jaundice. Second, inspect the skin for lesions. Identify the morphology of the lesion, including elevation, shape, and size. Use a magnifying glass as necessary. A ruler helps the examiner determine size. Gross morphology, or the structure and form of skin lesion, is the core of dermatologic diagnosis. Assessment begins with primary lesions. Secondary skin lesions are not pathologic, but are the result of manipulation or infection, or simply the natural evolution of the primary process. Occasionally, a pathologic lesion exists not that cannot be described as primary or secondary. These special lesions are unique and readily identified. Here we have the primary lesions, the type macule. The description is 1 cm in diameter, flat, non-palpable, circumscribed, and discolored. Examples are brown, freckle, junctional nevus, lentigo, melasma. If it's blue, it's Mongolian spot or ochronosis. If it's red, drug eruption, viral exanthema, secondary syphilis. If it's hypopigmented, vitiligo, idiopathic guttate, and hypomelanosis. For patch, it's 1 cm in diameter, flat, non-palpable, irregular shape, and discolored. Examples, if it's brown, a larger freckle, junctional nevus, lentigo, and melasma. If it's blue, it's a Mongolian spot or ochronosis. For red, a drug eruption, a viral exanthema, secondary syphilis. For hypopigmented, it's vitiligo, idiopathic guttate, and hypomelanosis. Papule. It's 1 cm in diameter, raised, palpable, and firm. Examples is flesh, white or yellow. It's flat wart, milium, sebaceous hyperplasia, and skin tack. If it's blue or violaceous, venous flake, lichen planus, and melanoma. For brown, it's seborrheic keratosis, melanoma, dermatofibroma, and nevi. If it's red, it's acne, cherry angioma, early folliculitis, psoriasis, urticaria, or eczema. The nodule. It's 1 cm in diameter, raised and solid. There's wart, xanthoma, prurigo, nodularis, and neurofibromatosis. For plaque, it's 1 cm in diameter, raised, superficial, flat top, and rough. There will be psoriasis, discoid lupus, tinea corporis, eczema, and seborrheic dermatitis. For tumor, it will be a large nodule. It's metastatic carcinoma and sporotrichosis. Next is vesicle. It's 1 cm in diameter, superficially raised, filled with serous fluid. There will be herpes simplex, herpes zoster, erythema, multiforme, and impetigo. Bulla. It's herpes gestationis, fixed drug eruption. For pustule, it's raised superficial with cloudy, purulent fluid. Then there's acne, candidiasis, rosacea, impetigo, and folliculitis. Next is wheal. Raised, irregular area of the edema, solid, transient, and variable size. The symptoms will be hives, cholinergic urticaria, angioedema, and dermatographism. Cyst, raised, circumscribed, encapsulated with a wall and lumen, filled with liquid or semi-solid. Digital mucus, epidermal inclusion, and pillar. Thank you for your attention.